having a fabulous day today. And before we get into today's lecture, please hit my subscribe button, support and subscribe to my channel. I'm taking a look at my analytics, and I have a tremendous amount of viewers who have not subscribed. It's a reason why you keep viewing my videos. My analytics can show viewers who view my channel who are subscribers, and it can also show viewers who view my channel who are not subscribed. So I have a high percentage of viewers who watch my videos and who have not subscribed. So, I appreciate your views. I appreciate the watch hours, because views convert to watch hours. But however, if you have not subscribed, by not subscribing to my channel, does not support this channel, my channel will be 2 years old next month, and I'm gonna do a special video upload to recognize my 2-year anniversary on my channel. So with that being said, let's get down to today's lecture. The focus of this lecture is part 2. I'm gonna talk about tips to survive and thrive in a job you dread going to, or a job that you may have outgrown, or a job that you may hate, or a job that you're in the process of offboarding towards retirement. So pay attention, but please check out my prior video upload where I talk about tips to survive and thrive in a job you dread, part 1. So if you are feeling bored, uninspired, unappreciated, cranky, and just can't wait to get the heck out of there, you drag yourself out of bed most mornings, you dread going to work, and you can't stand your boss. Maybe you may even be dreaming of being your own boss, or training for a new career in your spare time. Or you could be focusing on a side gig that's starting to show promise. But my thought-provoking question to the audience is, what do you do in the meantime? How do you survive a job that you dread going to, or you may be in transition, trying to transition out of that job, or you may even flat out hate that job? I want to let the audience know that, believe it or not, it is possible to survive in a job you dread going to, or whatever the situation may be. I'm gonna use myself as an example. I will be fully retired by the latter part of next year. So it is really requiring a lot of motivation for me to still get up and go to work in my field. As a licensed clinical addiction specialist, I've been in my field for 24 plus years. So that's a long journey of my life I have given up to be ready to retire the latter part of next year. But I have to really stay focused and motivated to still get up and go to work and produce until I'm actually able to retire and get multiple retirement checks for the rest of my life. So the key thing that I recognize is that you gotta have the right mindset, and you gotta have some strategies to turn your job situation into a positive, into an opportunity to position yourself for future success. And I'm here to tell you. So I'm going to introduce 4 tips to not only survive, but thrive until you are able to make your escape, because bills got to still be paid in the meantime. And I'm here to tell you. So pay attention. Number 1. Find someone to confide in. Venting and talking about these things out loud really is therapeutic. Don't feel like you're just complaining. You're only complaining if you don't follow prior tips. And I talk about some prior tips in my prior upload on how to thrive and survive in a job situation. And one of those prior tips, you really do need to check out that part one of this upload. But one of those prior tips that I talk about in part one of the upload is you gotta have a goal and you got to develop a plan. You gotta have a goal and develop a plan to get there. And when I talk about goal, I'm not going to revisit part one too much, but when I talk about having a goal must have an established objective, meaning steps that you are going to do to achieve that goal, and every goal must have a deadline. Because if you don't give it a deadline, then you are not, or that deadline will give you the opportunity to hold yourself accountable to reach that goal. And that's one of those tips I gave in the prior upload. I also want to mention that it is recommended for you to find a trusted friend, preferably one that you don't work with, or even a coach or therapist to help you through this transition phase. So unloading all of those feelings and frustration on a regular basis can be a great relief. But I want to stress again, word of caution, I would suggest not venting at work. This would be counterproductive and could spread to other co-workers, or worse, even your boss. So find a trusted friend outside of that job to vent your feelings and frustrations. Number 2, fill your tank. While you are trying to survive that position you don't really like, or that you're just in transition, it is important to remember to fill your tank with activities that you do enjoy. Begin committing to exercise classes on a regular basis, or start a hobby that you've always been interested in, like painting, or starting a YouTube channel of photography. Go to yoga once a week, plan a weekend trip, write in a journal, meditate, or have downtime and relaxation time doing something pleasurable at home in the evening time when you get off work. Go on nature walks. In short, find that sense of purpose while you're in transition. And I want to make it a point again to do something fun or inciting after work, even if it's meaning going home and watching your favorite comedy show in the evening time. Because remember, you need to feel satisfied and nourished in order to make it through this in-between time while you're in transition, until you are able to make your escape from your current job. And I'm here to tell you. Number 3, practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude is one of the most widely recognized methods for improving one's overall well-being. Expressing gratitude involves mental and physical well-being. One way to practice gratitude is at the end of each workday is to write down 5 things that you are grateful for. Or if you really want to incorporate this practice into your life, you can create a gratitude journal. Remember to include even the simplest things that you might overlook, like the comfortable mattress you sleep on, or having money to buy lunch. Better yet, having a job to go to in order to buy that lunch and to pay your bills on a monthly basis. And I'm here to tell you, because a lot of times, we overlook the things, the small things in life that we really need to be grateful for. Having that job, being able to pay your bills and take care of your kids, no matter what the situation is on the job, until you can transition out of there. And I'm here to tell you. Number 4, look at it as a blessing. Finally, remember, if your current position was too comfortable, you wouldn't have as much incentive to move on to something else you may find more rewarding and satisfying. Sometimes being put in a difficult situation is God's way of telling us that it's time to move on, or it's time to cultivate that business and nurture that outside business so you can be able to move on without any interruption in your income. So plan your time wisely. Look at it as a blessing and enjoy the ride. And I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all got something out of this in reference to this specific topic. And again, if you are watching my channel and if you are a consistent viewer who has not subscribed, it only takes a split second to hit my subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel, support my channel. You know, the trajectory path on where my channel is going for 2023 now all the way up into the future is going to be limitlessly, and I'm here to tell you. And if the audience is aware, I just want to let everyone know that my publishing company, Page Publishing Company, they're in the process of getting ready to do a phenomenal video trailer to market my book, Awake Financial Freedom. Be on the lookout for that video trailer. I am going to continue to align myself for the next year with my publishing company. You know, they're going to also do a radio interview, and they're going to also be showcasing my book at various book shows throughout the year. This is a must-read book in regards to where Marie Holiday dove deep and shared with the world on how I came from financial destruction to complete financial freedom. There is a spiritual basis book. I'm getting a lot of feedback from individuals who have purchased my book, supporters, friends, family members. And don't forget, if you purchase my book from whatever platform you purchase it from, whether it's Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Google Play, Apple, iTunes, whatever platform you purchase my book from, after you read my book, go in and do a review. And I'm here to tell you, I just want to really thank my supporters, my viewers, my subscribers. I want to thank everyone for supporting my channel, supporting my book. You know, I'm very excited in regards to where this is going to take me. And also, I'm also taking my time and keeping it in enjoyable mode as I cultivate my book, as I cultivate my channel. Also under my company, Patterson Associates Resource Center, as I get closer towards retirement, I'm also cultivating a new service that I'm getting ready to do. It's not really a new service. I'm just going to bring the life of services I've done before under my company, which is professional business coaching, where I will be assisting people and helping people who want to develop their initial business plan and develop goals and objectives and due dates on that initial business plan. So be on the lookout. You know, I'll have my contractor who is developing my website for my business. I'm very excited. You know, this is another example of how it's just very important to take your time to cultivate, to nurture, irregardless of what you're trying to do. You know, this would just be another form of passive income even after I retire, but it's more like I'm gonna make passive income from doing something that I enjoy doing, have always done. Is to me, it's like getting paid money to do my hobby. So with that being said, simplify, simple fidelis, and I'm gonna leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great evening.